Behold Bebop, Bebop Jazz. And that I will be talking about on Friday, April 14th, from 2:30 to 4:30. And actually, believe it or not, that was a 35-minute conversation that I have given you, a presentation. I would like to open it up for questions right now, because I know that was a lot of information and a lot of sadness for today's lesson. So please ask any questions to clarify anything that I might have missed, that I might have accidentally blended together. Yes?
So you talked about New York being a pretty important part. What are the important locations in the history of jazz? Because I know New Orleans is a pretty big one, and New York is a pretty big one. So what else is there?
Yes. So there were all those cities that I mentioned, I would say is where the jazz went to. So you're right, it was born in New Orleans, and it grew to New York, to Chicago when they traveled to New York, and it just kind of caught like wildfire. All the towns wanted a piece of that swing action. But sadly, after swing died, which it didn't truly die, it comes back later, and still today. You can see that in those towns, it kind of, after it died, it kind of went back to the roots of New Orleans and New York and California. And that's because of the jobs that moved out west. So people were traveling again. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Yes. Oh, good. I always think it's a good thing when you're teaching to not have as many questions. That means I did something right in my presentation. I did want to mention to everybody here today that we do have door prizes for these workshops, but because I have enough prizes for everybody, I wanted to offer you all a door prize for coming. There are plenty of cups today. There are books that you can take if you wanted to dabble in some music. There is buttons that you can take on top of those. Please take a button. I made them in our makerspace over at the library. Our makerspace is super awesome. If you haven't checked it out yet, it has silhouettes, Cricut machines, sewing machines, 3D printing, and button makers. That's how I made those buttons. I also made these notebooks that you are more than welcome to take. Of course, I get the broken stand. Okay. So these notebooks has a description on how to formate a song, also the 12-bar blues, the circle of fifths that every musician should memorize. If your brain allows it, it does not allow me, I still have to use this cheat sheet. And some lined paper. So if you just want to dabble in learning how to read music or practice reading, this is a good notebook to have. What else? There's giggle water out there. Fun fact, giggle water meant alcohol back in the 20s to avoid the word alcohol. What else is out there? We have a display of jazz books that the library offers. If you would like to check out one of those books, please write it down and take it on over to the library and put it on hold. Once I return them, you're more than welcome to go right to you. I think that's everything. Yes?
Well, I meant to tell the library, we came from the library.
Yes.
So I meant to tell the librarian that she neglected in her display the jazz artist Kurt Elling from Rockford. She should have included him in that display.
Kurt Elling.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard.
You never heard of him?
No. Kurt taking it over.
From
Yes.
very old Rockford.
Yes, and our local history at the library, I'm sure that they would love to have that information. Kurt Elling.
So you can pass that along to them.
Yes, thank you. And did you see the local history of poets on the other side?
You just saw the jazz.
If you went deeper towards the computers, there's local poets on display.
Oh.
But Kurt Elling, I will remember that name. Thank you. Awesome.
And our neighbor, Al Gerard, from Milwaukee. You heard of Al Gerard?
Yes, I have actually. I know Milwaukee's so close to Rockford.
Yeah.
Is Rockford even? No, I'm kidding. Well, at this time, I would like to take a little bit of a break. If, to be honest, not having many musicians, you have a piano if you would like to stay and hang out. I don't know what's going to happen, but for the next hour, I guess we have the space to just have fun and talk about jazz if you'd like.
Is somebody coming to play?
So the workshops actually, I created this, and my idea was to give a little history, take a break, warm up the instruments, and then kind of learn a jazz standard, learn a little bit of how to construct a jazz quartet. However, we don't have that many musicians today. We have I and Doug here, who is wonderfully a guitar player, and then the piano player. We could try, but I am a musician who has a degree in jazz studies, who hasn't performed since before the pandemic. So we will try. You're more than welcome to stay for that. But for now, feel free to check out all the goodies or use the bathroom, take a drink. I'm gonna turn up the music a little and we'll come back in 15 minutes. 3:30-ish. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.